Hello, dear students. This is the 37th session in the paper titled 20th Century British and American Literature, prescribed for the 5th semester optional English students of Mysore University. In this session, we will revise the play All My Sons, written by Arthur Miller. All My Sons by Arthur Miller is a play set during the Second World War and is about a successful businessman, Joe Keller. He has failed to fulfill his social obligations after he is blinded by the lust for money during the war. He lives peacefully with his wife Kate and his son Chris. It is also told to us that he had another son called Larry who died in a plane crash during the war. It is also mentioned to us that his dead body is not found, hence, uh, Larry's mother, Kate, Joe's wife Kate, still believes that her son is alive. The death of their eldest son Larry during the war has completely shaken Kate. Even after many years, she still believes that Larry is alive somewhere. He might have somehow escaped his death. Keller is a war profiteer during the war. With his business partner Steve Deaver, he had set up his own business to ship cylinders for fighter planes. However, Steve Deaver is the father of Ann Deaver, now who is engaged to Joe's son Chris, is in prison after he was found guilty for shipping cracked cylinder heads for the fighter jets. The cracked cylinder that was supplied by Joe and Steve's company resulted in the death of 21 fighter pilots after 21 jets crashed. The cylinders were shipped in the absence of Joe Keller, who had applied for a leave on that day due to some health reasons. However, Steve never gave up the claim that he had shipped the cylinders on Joe's orders over a telephone call. Nobody believes Steve's claims, and Steve is awarded imprisonment. Now, when George goes to meet his father in the prison to talk to him about Anne and Chris's marriage after many years, Steve still claims that he is innocent. When he claims that he is innocent so vehemently, George also sits to think that there might be some kind of a reality in his father's claims, and that is when he decides to reinvestigate the whole situation to find out the truth. George, after a considerable investigation, believes his father's story. He believes that not only his father but also Joe was responsible for the crash that took place, and Joe was well aware of the very low quality of the items supplied to the aircraft. Now, the confrontation of George and Joe brings a new dimension to the play. George wants Joe to accept the fact of making a scapegoat out of his father Steve, who is serving his time in the prison for no fault of his. The fault was not Steve's alone, it was also Joe's fault, but Joe is not ready to accept that. He justifies his criminal conduct and says his subsequent lies was for the sake of his family, and that he wanted to save his family, and anything done for the family is right. So Kate also condones Joe's acts. He wants Joe to admit to Chris what he has done, but she feels that her son, the other son, Chris, will understand their situation, and so she wants him to confess with his son. But Joe understands that his son has very high morals, and that is why he does not want to confess his crimes to anyone. Now, Chris and Anne wants to get married. Everybody in Keller's house is against this marriage because Anne was previously engaged to the now dead son Larry. Anne decides to take everything into her hand, and so she brings out a letter that Larry has written. Um Kate, that is Larry's mother, Larry and Chris's mother, wants Anne to wait for Larry's return because she believes that Larry is not dead. She wants Anne also to believe that Larry is not dead. In that way, she wants Annie to keep waiting for Larry to come back and not marry Chris in the meanwhile. Annie at this point understands that Keller family will never accept Chris and her wedding. That is why she goes to her house and brings a letter from there, a secret letter that Larry has written to Annie before his death. In this letter, Larry has clearly mentioned that he is unable to bear the guilt that he feels because of his father's actions. He has understood that his father has everything has done something wrong. He has committed a crime, and that crime has killed 21 people, and that guilt is too much for him to bear, which is why he he cannot bear to live any longer because he feels that he is equally guilty for what his father has done. That is why he has decided to kill himself, and before killing himself he wants everything to be clear with Annie. That is why he writes this letter. Now Annie gives this letter to Kate, thinking that Kate, after reading this letter, will understand the reality, and that is when she will agree to the marriage of Chris and Annie. But after reading the letter, Kate still is in denial. She does not accept the letter. She says that the letter, although is written by Larry, she will not accept it. He might have written something in emotional state, and that is why he might come back. And so she does not even want to show it to Joe or Chris. But since Joe was present there when the letter was given to Kate, he also reads the letter. He understands that his son has killed himself because of bad deeds that Joe himself has done. Now, in the absence of Chris, the other two killers have realized that Larry has written a suicide note where he accuses his father for everything and also for his death. Annie feels that Chris should understand the situation as well. Now, when Chris returns, uh, Annie shows him the letter forcibly, and when Chris reads the letter, his decision becomes solid, and he tells that he wants to go away forever. He does not even want to take Annie with him. He does not want to marry her anymore. He understands that his father has killed so many people. That is why he feels very guilty. That is the reason he wants to go to Cleveland and start a new life. After saying this, Joe realizes that he has lost two of his sons. The two sons for whom he had done all the crimes are leaving him. One has already left him by committing suicide. The other one is leaving his hometown, his family, his everything to go to a new place, Cleveland, and start his life newly. He has also left his love behind, and so everything for him is lost. When Joe realizes that he has lost everything in life that he worked so hard for, he feels that living is not an option anymore. So he goes inside his house, takes a gun, shoots himself, and dies. Thank you.